What is up, heroes? This is Midnight Zero, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Leaf Green. In the last episode, we made our way through Mount Moon and got ourselves some fossil, got rid of some bad guys, you know, the usual. And in this episode, we're going to be exploring Cerulean City. So first of all, we see some guys over here, and I'm afraid this might be a double battle, so I'm going to switch Cooler out, even though he needs the experience. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, that's right, a punch of roaring ferocity, packed with destructive power. When the chips are down, Mega Punch is the ultimate attack. You agree, yes? Now, let me teach it to your Pokemon. You know, why not? This move can be learned only once, is that okay? Fine, which Pokemon will learn it? And none of them are able to. Okay, and then this guy's Mega Kick, but we can't learn that, so that's alright for now. Look at this beautiful route, and Repel's effect wore off. Good thing we don't need it anymore, right? Let's pick up this item. We found TM5. Contains Roar. Intimidate all those foes. No, Roar is actually pretty helpful. This is a nice patch of grass here, but we don't really want to get into any wild encounters right now. There aren't too many new Pokemon. You can catch a Sandshrew in there, which is always lovely. And we are at Cerulean City, home of Misty's gym with the Cascade badge. We'll be getting to that soon enough, though. You're a trainer, too? Collecting, battling, it's a tough life, isn't it? Yeah, some 10-year-old. Hashtag Pokemon problems. Slowbro, withdraw. No, that's wrong. It's so hard to control Pokemon. Your Pokemon's obedience depends on your abilities as a trainer. Well, we haven't had any problems with that, so I guess we're pretty good trainers. Let's see what this guy has to say. Sorry, too much time, too little to do. Is nothing entertaining happening anywhere? I feel like with life today, it's just the opposite. There isn't enough time to do everything in a day. And I want a bright red bicycle. I'll keep it at home so it won't get dirty. Not bad, except if you have something, you should at least try and use it. A plain city bike is good enough for me. After all, you can't put a shopping basket on a mountain bike. Oh, this is a nice little bike shop. These bikes are cool, but they're way expensive. How much are they? Hi, welcome to our bike shop. We have 4,568 Pokédollars. Have we got the bike for you? Sorry, you can't afford it. Thank you, come back. Oh, I clicked too soon. 1 million Pokédollars? Holy cow. That's pretty crazy. I thought bikes were supposed to be relatively inexpensive. Unless it's some, like, BMX Pro bike or something like that. What's going on in this household? My husband likes trading Pokemon. You're collecting Pokemon for your Pokedex, aren't you? Would you please trade with him? I would love to trade with him. Trading's fun. Hello there, do you happen to have a Poliwhirl? Would you agree to trade for my Jinx? You know, if I had a Poliwhirl, I definitely would agree, because Jinx is a pretty good Pokemon if you know how to use it. But for the time being, we don't have a Poliwhirl, so that's not going to happen. But while we're here, might as well heal our Pokemon. Thank you very much, Nurse Joy. Alright, and let's get back to exploring the city. To be honest, I'm not a huge fan of cities, like in real life. This is nowhere near what an actual city would be like in real life. But only skilled trainers can collect Pokemon badges. I see you have at least one. Those badges have amazing secrets, did you know? Now then, which of the 8 badges would I like to describe? Oh, so they're all the badges, but we don't really want to learn about that anytime. Let's see here. Ooh, he's got a nice backyard. Little garden with his flowers. Pretty. But yeah, this isn't like an actual city. When it comes to real cities, I feel like they can be a little bit overwhelming at times, and I do like the nature and everything around, so I'm more of a suburb kind of guy, but I can concoct a variety of medicine using berry powder. Using good berry powder, I can make any kind of medicine. Now tell me, have you any interest in berries? A little bit, but not really. Berries can play an important role, but for the most part, just about all the items you can buy are more important. The people who were robbed. It's obvious that Team Rocket is behind this most heinous crime. Even our police force has trouble with the Rockets. You know, to be honest, the Rockets, like Team Rocket, is a pretty cool name when it comes down to, like a criminal organization, I gotta say. So, let's see what's up this bridge. Hey, we know you, Gary. Yo, Zero. What's happening, man? You're still struggling along back here? I'm doing great. I caught a bunch of strong and smart Pokemon. Here, let me see what you caught, Zero. Rival battle. We got this. We got this. He ain't got nothing on us. He would like to battle. Ooh, a Pidgeotto. Hey, we have a Pidgeotto. Go, Nightwing. We're going to prove that our Pidgeotto is better. So let's start off with Quick Attack. It's stab and it's not going to be not very effective. And seriously, he gets a crit on the first turn? Like, are you kidding me right now? Whatever. That ain't gonna phase us. He gets 2 crits? Are you kidding me? Hacks. If he gets another crit and kills Nightwing, I'm gonna go nuts. Okay, you should be fine. If necessary, I can use a potion, but we'll see. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Ooh, Rattata, or Rattata. Normal type, so we're gonna switch in Cooler, who has got that double kick kung fu power. It's gonna be super effective. One other thing that is kind of funny about the Pokemon games is in the story mode, they always offer you the option to switch your Pokemon. In a real battle, you don't have that, and you can actually switch the options to make it so it's called the set option, so that you don't have the opportunity to switch Pokemon, so you maintain the switch advantage every single time the opponent sends out another Pokemon. And Cooler grew to level 17. Awesome. Now we've got an Abra. Abra, abracadabra. That song has been stuck in my head since I saw The Incredible Burt Wonderstone. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but that movie, I was just cracking up the whole time. It got terrible reviews, but my brother and I saw it and we loved it so much that I saw it again the next day. It was really good. And speaking of funny movies, last night I saw Mystery Men. It's like a 1999 movie, and I loved it. It was so funny. My brother absolutely loves it. He's so much more well-versed in videos, or not videos, but like movies than I am. And so I was really surprised that he even knew about all these other movies. We went to like a half-price bookstore, which is they have like a whole bunch of like older used stuff that you can really find some treasures in there. And he's like, you've got to see this. And so we watched it, and it's like about some like subpar superheroes that work together, and it's a comedy, and it's got Ben Stiller, and it's so funny. I highly recommend it. If any of you have seen it, my favorite character is the Shoveler. Let me know what yours is. But let's see, what else? I got some great games there. I got Custom Robo, which is one of my favorite games of all time for the GameCube. It was so much fun. I love that game. Please tell me you guys have played it. If you haven't, you need to find a copy on eBay, anywhere. Do whatever you can to get a copy. It's so fun. So we just beat our rival. Awesome. Hey, guess what? What? I went to Bill's and got him to show me his rare Pokemon. That added a lot of pages to my Pokedex. After all, Bill's world famous as a Pokemaniac. He invented the Pokemon storage system on PC, too. Since you're using his system, you should go thank him. Well, I better get rolling. Smell you later. I wish that when Gary showed up, they had his little cheerleading squad. I was like, Gary, he's our man. Oh yeah, right. I feel sorry for you. No, really, you're always plotting behind me. So here, I'll give you a little present as a favor. Wow. Wait, what a jerk. Zero put the fame checker in the key items pocket. Shady gossip like you. That thing's perfect. I don't need it because I don't give a hoot about others. Alright, this time I really am gone. Smell ya. Wow. What a personality. But, yeah, Custom Robo is a great game. It's usually like 20 bucks or so, and I can rarely find a copy of it, but I found it for 10 bucks, and I was like, this is awesome. And I got a game for the PlayStation. I got Pajama Sam. It was for like $3, and I played those games all the time as a kid. I loved Pajama Sam, and it's a really short game, and it's for like kids 5 to 8. But I'm considering just doing like a nostalgic adventure through Pajama Sam, and let me know if you guys want to see that. I'd be interested in doing a Let's Play of it. Oh my gosh, it's such a fun set of games. And ooh, you've got a little set of trainers up here. But this guy's a bug catcher, so we're just gonna use Nightwing, and he's just gonna pretty much wreck everyone in here. People call this the Nugget Bridge. Beat us 5 trainers and win a fabulous prize. Think you got what it takes? It's not a matter of thinking. I know I've got what it takes. Bugcatcher Kale would like to battle. Sends out a Caterpie. I thought we were past Caterpies. That was like so Viridian Forest. Crit. Totally unnecessary. Alright. And a Weedle. Again. Gosh, I wish these bug catchers would catch something new like a Venonat or something like that. Oh, speaking of something new, what Pokemon do you guys want me to add to my party? I told you I was still thinking of, or I was still going to get a Vulpix, and I'm looking forward to that. But what other Pokemon do you think I should get? As far as like type-wise, I'm thinking like special attacking, like water, or like psychic type, or maybe even electric type. We're going to get an Eevee eventually. Maybe I can get a Vaporeon or like a Jolteon. I'm not a huge fan of Flareon. And, yeah. Oh man, Nightwing is level 19, well, Leaf is level 18. I don't know if I can handle this for a while. We're gonna have to use Leaf quite a bit in the next few battles. But that's okay, because this is a bug catcher, and this is kind of like, this is Nightwing's job. Like, he could do this in his sleep. But, anyways, back to the new Pokemon. I was thinking like a Starmie would be cool, or like Lapras. You guys let me know, what are your guys' favorite types of Pokemon? Because, like, when you think about it, there are a whole bunch of different types, and a lot of people love Dragon and stuff, but there are cool Pokemon that are almost every type. So, or there are almost at least one cool Pokemon in every type. So what's your guys' favorite, like, type of Pokemon? It could be based on, like, your favorite Pokemon is this type, or, oh man, we're gonna have to, hopefully it doesn't use Gust on us, but, well, we are specially defensive, so we'll be fine. But, it could be on how effective the Pokemon is, or which type has the most, like, advantages over other types. Whatever your reason, well, let me know what your favorite type is and why. If I had to say so, I would say it's probably... Gosh, this is tough. I'd probably go with Psychic or Ice. Yeah, I'd have to say Psychic or Ice. Because Psychic Pokemon are just so cool in the concept of... Because of the concept, like... Well, they're Psychic, which is pretty awesome. They can communicate with humans without even having to, like, use words, and they have, like, telekinetic properties, and or, like, powers, some of them at least. And Mewtwo is one of my favorite Pokemon, and Mew as well. And they're both Psychic type. And as far as Ice goes, I love Glaceon. I don't know why, but I love Glaceon. And Ice moves are so powerful. You've got, like, Blizzard and Icicle Crash and stuff like that. And even though they're weak to fighting fire and ground, I mean, they just have such a niche role, and I feel like they're really helpful against almost any type. They're strong against Dragon, one of the few types strong against Dragon. Well, 2, actually. Now they're going to be 3 because there's Fairy type introduced. But it's the Ice moves and Ice Pokemon that really take down the abundance of overpowered Dragons in this game. So that's partially why I like Ice type a lot. And so here we have a Bellsprout, which is an interesting looking Pokemon, and we just barely don't kill it. And what's funny is, in my original Pokemon Blue version, I had a Bellsprout, and I trained it all the way to a Victory Bell. Funny story, in my original Pokemon Blue, I didn't know what I was doing at all. Like, I couldn't read when I got Pokemon Blue, and Pokemon is actually part of the reason I learned how to read. I use that a lot throughout my life. Mom, can I get Super Smash Bros? And she's like, no, video game. You can't have too many video games. I was like, Mom, video games help me read. They can be educational too. Fine. Mom, can I get Assassin's Creed? No, that game's way too violent. But it teaches you so much about history and the Renaissance culture and everything. Fine. Video games can be really educational, and they can be a little crowbar for leverage when arguing with your parents about whether or not to get another game. But, anyways, what was I saying? Darn it, how do I always do this? I always forget what I'm saying. Oh yeah, my original... Oh, I didn't mean to use mine. My original Pokemon Blue, I got the game, and I didn't know how to read. So when it asked me for my name, I just hit A. I just kept hitting A until it ended. So my character's name was A, I think like 8 times or something like that. And my first Pokemon, I just chose the first one that I saw, and that was Bulbasaur. And I think after like the second gym, I ended up releasing it, or like trading it for some other Pokemon. So when I had my finished version of Pokemon Blue, I think my party was like Zapdos, Poliwrath, Alakazam, Victreebel, and darn it, I might have had Moltres and Mewtwo or something like that. But it was funny because I played it and I beat it, and then I moved on to the other Pokemon games. But for the longest time, I went back and I was like, where is my starter? And I could tell based on the Pokédex that I had Bulbasaur. But I had no idea where he went, and it was just funny stuff like that. I remember one time by accident, I actually ran into Missingno. I'm sure you guys know who Missingno is, but Missingno is basically like a glitch Pokemon, I guess. It's when you surf on, like, half on land and half on water on the edge of Cinnabar Island, and you get into a Pokemon battle, and you're not supposed to be able to get into a Pokemon battle, so what the game does is it takes a whole bunch of garbage data and fills the slot where the Pokemon are supposed to be with that garbage data, and that manifests as Missingno, which means missing number, because it's not a Pokemon. and it really can just screw up your game. So you got to be really careful with it. But yeah, I actually ran into Missingno once by accident. I went to my cousin who was like a couple years older than me, and he was like, "Whoa, that's so cool!" And then I was like, "What should I do?" And he's like, "Wait, hang on a second. No, that's not good. Turn off your game right away, right away." And I was like, "What the heck?" And so I just turned it off, and I was like, "Whoa!" And then I checked my game, and I was like, "Okay, it's still fine, it's still fine." But I had no idea what it was until like 5 or 6 years later when I figured out what Missingno is. So that's a funny story. And here it looks like double kick is not doing that much. So just to speed this up, I'm going to switch to Nightwing, who's going to blow this Nidoran away with its gust of tornadoes. Tornado hold! To reference Tengu Man. Are you guys fans of the Fast and the Furious series? Last night I got like a collector's edition of Tokyo Drift, which is my favorite, and it looks so cool. I got like, it had like the DVD, but in addition to like the original casing and stuff, and it had like a sleeve for the DVD case. So it looked really cool, and I was pretty excited about that. And my brother got Sony movies. We've been watching a ton of movies recently. Probably enough movies to take up the rest of the time until I go to college. And darn it, Nightwing got poisoned. We're probably gonna have to run back to the Pokemon Center. Even though we're on the 4th trainer. And we're so close to our fabulous prize. Oh, so because we haven't seen it before, oh, I could have just jumped over to there. That little like strobing or pulsing on the screen is every time like we take a set amount of steps, a poisoned Pokemon takes a little bit of damage. So technically, if your Pokemon's poisoned outside of battle, it can still die, and that's a pretty cool concept, in my opinion. That the poison like takes effect outside of battle too. It's clever in my opinion. Oh, I'll show you guys over here. See that little bit of land over there in that cave guarded by that guy? That is Cerulean Cave, where you can find Mewtwo. And we're not going to be going there for a while, but trust me, we'll get there eventually. And hopefully for this last guy we can get some experience for Cooler. Feel bad for him, he's falling behind a little bit. I'm number 5. I'll stomp you. We got number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. It's like we're fighting the kids next door. Oh, I love that show. Number 4 was always my favorite. I don't know why, but it just worked out that way. Alright, so now we're fighting a Mankey. Just a manly monkey. And, oh, gosh, what is with all these crits? Oh well, we got super effective Peck. Peck works really well in this situation. I still don't know why we have Peck, but it works. I guess they just gave Peck to everything with a horn or beak-like body, limb, or something like that. And I guess Nidoran's and Nidorino's horn falls under that classification. So he's level 18. He's 18. He's an adult now. Alright, so we want Poison Sting. We're gonna get rid of Focus Energy. Just in reality, I never really use it, and I don't like to increase the likelihood of a critical hit. I don't know, it's just never really had that many uses for me, and I don't like having to rely on crits. So, yeah, we're just gonna get rid of that. For Poison Sting, our first stab move. Yay! Now let's talk to our guy for a fabulous prize. Congratulations, you beat our 5 contest trainers. You just earned a fabulous prize. We got a nugget. Yay! Chicken nugget? No, gold nugget. Zero put the nugget in the items pocket. By the way, how would you like to join Team Rocket? Excuse me, princess? We're a group of professional criminals specializing in Pokemon. Want to join? Are you sure? No. We do not want to join. Come on, join us. No! I'm telling you to join. Well, we're not joining. Okay, you need convincing. I'll make you an offer you can't refuse. You've just tried offering like 500 times. So it turns out he was a Team Rocket grunt in disguise. Recruiting. Pretty cool. But, looks like we didn't get rid of Team Rocket with just Mount Moon. And Ekans Intimidate is actually gonna hurt us a little bit. Let's see here. Double Kick or Peck? Let's see how much Double Kick it does. I don't think an Ekans will actually do that much to us, so we have a little bit of leeway. I think we'll go with Peck from now on. Use Poison Sting. Oh well. 2 damage. Not too worried about that. These Rocket Grunts never really have the best Pokemon. Although I like that there is like a criminal organization, so it adds a little bit of, it adds more to the story. Instead of it's not just you like on your adventure to be the best trainer and beat the Elite Four, it's also to save the world from a criminal organization stealing Pokemon and stuff. And I like that they're pretty like cool, like they stick with Team Rocket #1, and then that they have like Team Aqua and Team Magma in the later games and Team Plasma. They always sound cool, and they get cooler as time goes on. But ooh, Supersonic, thank goodness that missed. That would have been annoying. I hate having confused Pokemon. And as I say it, Cooler became confused. Come on, believe in me, Cooler, I'm telling you the truth. And it believes me. I got through to my Pokemon. It's just a sign of our strong bond. And so we defeated the Team Rocket Grunt. We are good indeed. Scram, get out of here. With your ability, you become a top leader in Team Rocket. Come on, think of the opportunity. Don't let this chance go to waste. And you're not going to run or anything? The cop is literally right, like a few screens down. It's not going to be that difficult for me to tell on you. Tattletale. We found TM45 attract. We don't need TM45 to attract. Gosh, we don't need to learn. It's just natural for us. So here we got another patch of grass, and I don't want to deal with those Pokemon, but we have a lot of trainers on the way to Bill's house, so we'll have to fight them in the next episode. But until then, this has been Midnight Zero, and this mission is complete.